Okay. You already missed your monk?
Yes, because I had stuff set up for him.
Sorry to cut you down.
Monkey!
You really do have a peculiar air about you.
Yes, yes, I do. Oh, I didn't even notice that snake there.
We're finished here. Let's go.
Wow, you're good, whoever you are. I'm Eisen.
I recognize him. I recognize his voice actor.
First mate. A buddy of Ivory's? Oh, this'll be too good.
He plays Brook in One Piece.
So you are the one who took Captain Ifreed from us. Oh yeah, that's the spirit, pal.
Eisen, calm yourself. He's a Moloch and he's against the Abbey. If we work together, we can pass the barrier.
Don't give me your peacemaking crap. I'm settling this my way. Right here, right now. Stay out of this!
I see. Well, two can play at that game. I'll handle this in my way. I'll beat you both until you're helpless. Then open that barrier.
This is not...
Why does it have to be like
Let's see.
Oh, be quiet and help Velvet. Otherwise, she'll bite our heads off.
True. Forgive us, Eisen.
Yeah.
Come on. Ow, 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 ow. Lafayette. Give me a hand. Lafayette. Lafayette. Go away, Eisen! There we go. Got it.
Yep.
You're a treat, you know that? So, what's your plan after you punch through this barrier?
Kill the shepherd.
Damn, that's a new one. She's dead serious. Alright, alright. You won the fight. What do you want me to do?
Are you ready, my merry little Malachim? Now, line up before the barrier. Oh!
Rest is up to you. I just want to see the panic on the Exorcist's faces. Hold it. I still have questions for you. That's enough for now, Eisen. If you persist, one of us will end up dead. Who are you? Tell me. Zavid the Whirlwind. A fighter, nothing more.
Oh, right. I think he's one of the main characters from Tales of Zestiria, which is the sequel to this game.
It won't stop you from going after him.
No, I walk with you. Besides, Melchior is still my surest link to Ifrit's whereabouts.
Could have saved a lot of trouble if you'd listened to me from the start.
If I had good judgment, I wouldn't be where I am in the first place.
You really are a fool.
You're the monk. You should have high wisdom, sir. Ooh. Armory grants +1 maximum BG to characters wearing equipment that has been enhanced or combined a total of 5 times or more. Yes, thank you.
Dang.
Smoldering Delay Sight provides the ability to trigger random burn-related skills. Yep, and water, poison, fatigue. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got. Dun, dun, dun.
And yep, it is Zestiria that Zavid's also in.
Yep, makes sense. I was like, there is no way this particular gentleman is not from some other game. Here we go. You can have the flame ward, kid. Mana earrings, amber earrings. There we go. Go there. There we go. I'm sorry, Eisen.
My character.
All right, 1 second. There you go.
Yes.
Eisen, I'm sorry about earlier.
The fight, you mean? Don't worry about it. I'll hate you until I'm in the grave, though. A jest.
Is this one of your American jokes?
It's fine.
I mean, it fits.
To decide. But as with everything, the choice is ultimately your own. And if your choice leads to killing me, I won't complain.
Yeah.
But by the same token, it might end up with me killing you.
Yeah, I guess so.
I talk too much. That Zavid bastard's got me all riled up.
They're all alive. Just unconscious.
A fighter, not a killer, huh?
Well, this guy we can keep.
Feeling a little
Well, this guy we can keep alive. This guy, on the other hand, oh no! Unfortunate casualty of the demons.
Psych 8 for 8.
Now we go murder the actual people that we need to murder. Save file. Whoops. Oh look, we need more boars.
They really do keep humans away from here.
But why build a new temple out here? The shepherd could build in the capital just as easily.
This place,
You feel it too?
there's powerful energy flowing underground.
Right. This is a focal point of the Earth Pulse, the natural energy of the land.
The perfect spot to worship Inomata.
Or to attack him.
Wouldn't a focal point be a more dangerous place to attack him? Shh.
You'd think.
Would this be like the disc 1 final boss, and then we'd have like 3 more discs?
Forgive me. I would not have intruded, but there was an incident at the villa in Logres.
Eleanor, where are your Malachim?
They were eaten by the left arm of a demon.
Velvet.
What? You know of her?
She was a student of mine. So she has bested Oscar, Teresa, and now you.
3% of our ranks.
Lord Artorias, I ask that you grant me fresh Malachim. I vow to destroy that demon.
You are overcome with emotion. Will you fight a demon with your hatred?
Yes.
But that would go against the reason versus emotion themes of the game.
She broke the resolve of even an exemplary disciple like you.
My lord, if I may, there
entry to that place is forbidden to all but legates, Eleanor.
It was restrained by a Moloch barrier. How could such a monstrous thing like that be held in the capital?
Eleanor, why is it you think that birds fly?
Someone's about to get shanked.
That's his test of character.
It's so they can hunt and catch prey, is it not?
You are dismissed. That knowledge is not for you. So Velvet is coming. The ties that bind us must at last be severed.
And you could have done that, like, 3 years ago, but alright.
Yeah.
Zavid the Brawler.
My fighter doesn't seem to be hiding anywhere nearby.
I sensed him rush away with great speed.
Zavid the Whirlwind, huh?
He was tough. He seemed to know Ifrid, too. What's the story there?
I don't know. Ask him.
He used a pendulum as a weapon.
When we first met Eisen, he said something about a pendulum, didn't he?
It was the only clue he had in his search for Ifrid. I'm surprised at how far he's come on something so vague.
Does Zavid have something to do with Ifrid's disappearance? I don't think this Zavid is a killer. I didn't feel it in him at all.
I have a feeling we might cross paths again. He is tangled with the Abbey somehow.
He didn't seem that bad to me.
Yeah, he seems like a guy who would be hard to hate.
Hate him or not, if he gets in our way, he's in for a beating.
Now that's what a killer looks like.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Take a look at this.
Excellent.
Hey!
Fake food. Frameless glasses. Alright, off you go on another one. Let's see. Let's go to you. Those work better on her. There we go. Commander of the Sea.
Of the sea. Pulseless Sea? What? No, wait, wrong game.
I mean, that black crystal disease they talk about kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, accurate.
Look at this monstrosity. He is jacked. Not jacked enough, though.
Nope.
Stop fooling around.
Let's see, is there
Not jacked enough, though.
anything else around before I activate that? Nope.
Back in this corner? No, yeah, back in here I thought I saw something. To the right?
Oh, I see.
Yep, there's something.
Pretty, pretty, shiny, shiny.
And disappearing boulders. There are many disappearing boulders.
Disappearing boulders, disappearing fruit stands.
What was that?
Some sort of contrivance using Moloch arts. Probably part of their security system, I'd say.
Obviously.
We should keep our eyes open for any more surprises.
And we've just tripped the alarm, and so now they're mobilizing, and...
Don't waste my time.
Damn it.
We're finished here. Let's...
Alright, let's... Avoid that area, other area for right now, and let's explore this area. What the fuck? What the fuck are you? That is adorable, but also horrifying. Delusory rodent.
My god, even the rats are caught up in his scheming.
I mean, it's cool. That was a very cool finisher. A suspicious ladder that leads up into the fortress. We shall not go up it yet.
Oh, it's not the area. The greens blotches
Alright,
are where
yeah.
we need to go.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's go, let's go.
There are a lot of different things that
I was like, what a thrill in darkness. Ooh. Flame Ward.
it was pioneering Ignisite that we had.
I believe so.
We're finished here. Let's go.
Like Guardian Mastery. Let's give her... Calcite's the easiest. Let's go. Broken Artifact. Broken Artifact. Curses! My one weakness, a foot-high stair.
Yep. Any change in elevation that is not a ramp cannot be traversed.
Man, people in these other alternate universes are strange. 80 cats. A lot of cats. Cats, 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 cats.
But that one you can step over, apparently.
I think... Yeah, there's a...
Oh, there's a step.
There's a...
half-foot step. Makes it all better.
Exactly.
And real quick, I do need to hit the bathroom. Just set him to auto so that he won't be standing around.
Fair enough. Excellent. Expedition arrived. What do we got?
Take a look at this. Take a look at this.
Jesus Christ. Pirate flag. The sea snakes. Keep going.
Ship setting.
Excellent. Alrighty. We got... you.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Excellent.
We can switch me back to not auto.
Semi-auto.
A semi-auto Eisen?
He only punches...
I see what you did to the other side.
Yep. Not much, just killed a few things. An expedition came in, we got a new pirate flag.
Nice! Hoist the colors high.
Thieves and beggars, never shall we die. What a tone shift at the beginning of that movie, right?
Yep.
Stop fooling around.
Go, Magulu. Flood wall. Let's see. Let's grab everything down here and then climb up and murder everything up there. And then we should be good to go fail to murder Artorias. Because if we murdered him this early in the game, It really wouldn't be correct.
Obviously, there'd be something much bigger if we were able to kill him that easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be like President Shinra, where we think he's going to be the big bad, and then 6 hours in, or 17 hours in our case, that's not the case.
Not even worth my time.
Do. All right, that's all we got. Let's go. Oh, nope. Soul's over here.
There's more things. There's souls to be had. And trinkets and bubbles and things to sell.
Yep. They really should start putting up wanted potions to the town of us as soon as they find out exactly what we look like, because then they would fuck us over, because we would be able to sell all of our flame ships, and that would mean we'd run out of ability to buy stuff eventually. Except
that's assuming that there aren't others that would gladly say, fuck the church, because we've already run into people like that.
we got the Toidles. We've already threatened the Toidles into subservience.
Shredder would be proud of us.
Where's the ladder for this one? I think it was... There it is.
Should be right here. Up we go!
What a thrill in darkness and silence through the night. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
And DMCA'd. What?
Damn it. I actually have two of my, Dead Space videos, copyright claimed, but no strikes. So I can't monetize them, even though I wasn't planning on monetizing them.
Yeah. What was the claim for?
The butt rock song during the credit sequences at the end of the game in the DLC.
Got it.
And then there's a scene there. Actually, I have a copyright claim on 2 episodes of Resident Evil 6 as well. They're specifically the scenes of Deborah and Helena getting tortured.
That's copyrighted?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Huh, weird.
Yeah. Oh well. As long as it's not
That's
as...
when I'd be double checking to see who's trying to claim it.
Yeah, I'll double check it at some point.
Was that supposed to be a...
Poor fool. If we taught them the new ways, they might have stood a chance.
Oh no, not at all.
Yay, Panacea bottles. We need those.
Trained in the old ways. Idiot.
If I had taught him in the new ways, he might have stood a chance. No, I saw a bird. It was pretty. Kick its ass.
Come on, really?
Excellent. Skill mastery for you, good sir. Let's see, what do we want to put on you now? What can you not master yet? As we scroll through here. Flame reward. Have fun.
Yep.
Do you want HP absorb effect or reduce time on items?
Time reduce on items.
There we go. All right. Knock, knock, Artorias. Here we come. Also, this temple looks very complete already.
Yeah, makes you wonder how long they've been working on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap baskets? I couldn't get it.
I could probably see them repurposing like an older temple complex of some sort.
Ah, so you mean they're being British?
I mean, every culture does that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we had another equipment mastery.
It's
Alright.
just more fun to go after the British.
It's true, it really is. Let's see. We can give them the cutesy shoes, but let's see. Battle boots, 35. Have some battle boots.
Since that'll be a quick thing to master.
Yep. The more passive upgrades we can give to all of our characters, the better. It's actually always one of my fun things. I will usually make very boring-ass characters in RPGs, but they will be so loaded down with passive upgrades that they're virtually untouchable.
Oh yeah. There's a couple of the ignicites that they're going to be very difficult for us to get.
Oh?
Well, there's one that difficulty has to be unintense.
How is it now, Eisen?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like whatever you did caused some sort of change.
Let's just pray they can't change it back anytime soon.
I'll pass on the praying. I've come here to make a mess of this temple, remember?
Ooh, you've got spunk. I like that. As long as you know what you're doing, then.
Time to go break a church.
If only it were that easy.
I know, right?
No, kill all the people inside, but saves the architecture for future generations to marvel.
Leave that there. No one will deny what we did.
That, essentially. The Holocaust Museum leaves that there. No one will deny what he did. I mean, Alucard is killing all of our men. Oh, who gives a shit? They're Nazis.
Yep. When even the Nazis are saying that.
Alright. That's a lot of stairs.
We go. Yep.
We cut to the top. Oh god! Oh god, our cardio sucks.
Nah, I think our guys' cardio is probably pretty good, actually. They do a lot of running around.
Mm-hmm. Plant!
It's always good to have your veggies in this game.
Since we're the only two... let's give it to you. Screw it, have fun. I have a lot of range. I have a lot of AoE damage. You could always deal with a little bit more extra damage to get some oomph.
Appreciated. This is a very big structure.
Honestly, some of the temples I've been to. I mean, none of them have been this big, but some of them have been pretty damn big.
Yeah.
Shell Shredder, a thin but hard blade made for tearing apart joints in crustacean armor.
Yeah, I wonder what it's good against.
Oh, it looks cool. Oh my god, it's just this, but actually useful. Let's see what it gets. Ooh. Actually, it's not that bad of a drop.
Yeah. Considering that I think you'd upgraded the other one already?
Yeah. You thought you could escape me, soul.
There is no escaping. We will all be together.
And she's taking them like 3 at a time.
Could you imagine if she didn't?
I mean, there are some games that view that as like a cool technical thing.
Velvet, what is Artorius' method of fighting?
He wields a long sword in his left hand, and he once had a Moloch named Ceres who used fire. But I killed her.
And since then, he's tethered a new Moloch called Inomata to use in her place?
As far as I know, yes. But I can't imagine a new Moloch will work with him as well as Ceres did.
Must be pleasant to always assume the best.
If I'm wrong, that's where all of you come in. The 4 of you will strain his tether to the Moloch. Then I'll chew through it, at which point Artorius becomes nothing more than a simple human.
That's when he's at his most dangerous.
But how will we get close to him in the first place?
I'll use Laphicet's arts. He will cut me. He will burn me. And I will keep charging forward. Your job is to keep healing me so that I can stay on my feet.
A sacrificial assault, then. Oh, it's not a bad plan. There's a good chance you'll catch him off guard.
If you don't immediately die. But Velvet, you'll...
That's an order.
All right.
Definitely the barbarian's approach.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, you're still just a tool to her. Bet that hurts.
It's okay. Something's gonna happen here, which is gonna cause her to question all of her life beliefs.
Of course.
Because it would.
The flame of hatred.
This is like what? This would be if this were a PS1 game, the end of disc 1.
Something like that about. Not gonna check out the skit?
All right, there's a skit. I didn't notice that. And our expedition too. Let's get the expedition first.
Take a look.
God damn it! God damn this fucking mini game.
Yeah, I mean, it's random chance.
Miss Foggy Lou, does that demon Velvet really mean to kill Shepherd Artorias? What is she thinking?
I can't say. Perhaps she's not thinking at all.
No, she said something about him killing someone.
She said it during his speech, right?
I heard her too. She has some feud with Artorias.
Her hate for him flows deep. I wonder what her connection to Lord Artorias is.
Don't call him Lord. Trust me.
What?
You'll understand when the time comes. If she's still alive to face Artorias, that is.
Precisely. The fires of her hatred are all-consuming. Who will they burn in the end? Hmm?
The world.
It's a dangerous path we walk, but a debt is a debt. Come along, Laphicet.
Okay.
All right. Do we want to start cooking something right now, or?
Yes, because the nice thing about this one is, as you can see, the save point is always right before the boss.
Mm-hmm. I do like that in these games.
We can see what our new recipe can do.
Oh yeah, that's true. The fried albatross. All right, cook and eat. Fried albatross. Everyone's HP is under 20%. Recovers 20% HP.
That's good.
But is it better than the prickle boar?
The one just procs if somebody is below. I think the albatross is for everybody.
Oh, okay. That could be super useful.
Yeah, I'd say tag that one.
All right. Ooh, she has poison.
And stick with Laffy.
Skills. All right. Excellent. All right. Let's save.
Let's do this.
Save real quick. Let me respond to my friend real quick. All right, I return. Let's go. Fuck up. Fuck shit up.
It's time to bring down a church.
I like the little.
I mean, I wish we were that badass.
Oh, good. The sacrifices are here.
Demons and Malachim. Unlikely companions, to say the least.
Ceres is here too. In my stomach.
You're pregnant with her?
So you chose to be a mother bird, Ceres.
be different this time. I will have my revenge. Revenge for Lapisette!
But I'm right here.
Yep.
Very well. It is time.
All right. Oh, geez.
So this is the shepherd's style.
Boy, howdy, are we dead?
But he has no molecule.
Remember the plan. Right.
Fuck him up.
Yeah, notice the damage.
Yep. I knew that this wasn't gonna go our way. That's why I'm not breaking soul right now. God, can you imagine how badass this would look in like an animated, anime version?
Yep.
This one-handed, left-arm swordsman just fighting us all off. Magic everywhere. With Ufotable's budget, especially with the latest episode of Demon Slayer they did.
He knows unlimited blade works?
Oh, she's gone. Later.
Please. This isn't over.
Ow.
Once more. Lapisette!
Don't let the healer get close to the dude.
Never let your guard down, even when victorious. I will not let you win so easily. I will use my full strength, as is just and proper. Aid me, Inominat!
Leave. Uh-oh. What wounds?
We've done a little bit of damage.
That is cheating! Why do I...
Remember you. That terrible night. More healing.
I need healing.
This is basically the relationship between the cleric and the barbarian in every party anyway.
You
Yep.
escaped this time.
I beg your pardon, Lord Artorias. I had assumed Master Shigure was attending you. The failure is mine.
Shigure is out training. Besides, that man would like to see my blood spilled more than anyone.
Same as ever.
He thinks only of himself. Look what happened with Ifrid.
So you...
Is that Darren DePaul?
No, Artorias.
Not sure.
One who most wants to spill your blood. It's me! Master Artorias, allow me to quiet this demon.
Oh, good. We need a confidence booster.
Learn your place, you abominable demon!
Ow.
Maybe charging wasn't the best idea.
I'm not Grog.
Why? Doesn't it hurt? Aren't you in pain? Why, Velvet? Why do you go on fighting?
Because Lapisette knew so much
I
more
must.
than I ever will.
Because I choose to.
Still,
Melchior is voiced by Darren DePaul.
I'm sorry.
Velvet.
Colluding with demons. Number 2, your punishment must be severe. Kill the demon. Then end your own life.
No.
Have you forgotten our pact? Your mistress is giving you an order.
I'm sick of your orders.
That aura.
I don't want Velvet to die.
Krillin limit break.
Rokuro, into the portal! Right.
Hey, don't forget me.
Oh, you're here, Malgulu?
You cannot escape.
Inominat's power reacting with the Earth Pulse. Extraordinary.
He has a nice hat.
I begin to see. Still, giving your brother's name to a Moloch. You've strayed so far.
The hero's bane.
Wake up.
Oh, that's fun. So apparently, the guy who does the voice of Melchior also does the voice of Arden in Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, nice. Is it Darren DePaul?
The task I entrusted you
Yep.
with?
Nice. Darren DePaul's really cool.
Yes, I asked you to take care of him.
Well, there's the first.
Where am I? Did they kill me?
This is hell? Oh, I thought it'd be worse.
They're gone.
When did we step into Dot Hack?
Oh god, I tried playing that game. That game did not age well in terms of like gameplay.
Yeah.
Bad fever.
Please, don't die. Velvet.
You're a piece of shit older sister, but you're all I got.
Now it's my turn to save you.
I love the music, but if I remember correctly, there's no enemies in this area.
I would hope so.
We've got
If
to get
that-
out of here.
I also don't think there's much here, if I remember correctly.
I mean, it makes sense. This feels like it's going to be a dungeon later on that's actually going to have stuff, but...
Just hang in there, Laffy said.
Makes sense, yeah.
It's the live stream below.
The exit should be around here somewhere.
Live stream, Earth Pulse,
Can you tell the same 6 writers are there are only 6 writers of JRPG plots in Japan?
Nah, they come up with different stuff. It just happens to be that they have very similar ideas.
They all also tend to use Norse vocabulary.
Yeah, well, for the Tales ones, yes. The other ones, it's something that they will do.
Which way do we go now?
I'm just going to the red one.
Turns out, wrong way.
Where is this place anyway?
All right, keep going.
Definitely feels like a section where they didn't need this music.
Yeah, this is a little bit too epic. This is like we need like a countdown timer or something.
Or combat, or a countdown timer.
Where's the exit? What the hell is this place?
It's an earth pulse.
So you survived.
Let's not count our blessings just yet. It looks like we've been sealed inside. But at least we're still alive. Can't say the same would be true if we stayed in that place.
An earth pulse. So that's what this is.
Yeah. It's like a river flowing with nature's life energy. Earth pulses can be found all over the world, but normally you can't see or interact with them.
Then how'd we wind up inside one?
When Inomata and Laphicet's power collided, the shock must have torn it open. If that's the case, it's possible that Laphicet possesses the power to return us home, but he can't do much in this state. He's liable to turn into a demon any moment now.
Don't talk like that.
Will he turn into a Durgan?
Is this because he overused his powers?
It's not too late to stop it. If a Moloch occupies a pure vessel, he can be prevented from transforming into a demon.
Even you?
This lucky coin is my vessel. There's a catch to this one, though. It can only serve as a vessel for someone with the Reaper's powers.
Then that's no help at all.
You have a compass.
An exorcist would work.
Or that.
We offer our own bodies as vessels for Malachim, so that we can use them for the Abbey's purposes. I volunteer to serve as your Moloch's vessel.
I see. So we just need your body with us, not your legs.
Not one step closer.
Oh, that would make a ragged ass throat cut.
Lay a hand on me. The Moloch will become a demon, and you'll be stuck here forever.
You don't mince words, do you?
Know your foes and strike where they're weak. The basis of all combat.
As cowardly as I'd expect from a disciple of Artorius.
No, this is personal. Once I regain my exorcist powers, I vow to challenge you, Demon Velvet! If I lose, I'll do whatever you wish. If you want me to die or to become a vessel, so be it. Velvet, don't die.
Fine.
What's the Moloch's name? Normally, it is decided by their masters, but since I do not own him yet, I need to know.
He's not a thing to be owned. He's Laphicet.
Laphicet. I see. O child of the fountain of creation, these vows we exchange. May our purpose, resplendent, help to purify this cursed world. Remember this true name I bestow unto you. Such power.
I am become one with gods.
How the hell did we end up here? What's going on?
That little brat. He actually unsealed the Earth Pulse?
What was that?
Huh. Guess this is the end of the Velvet World Tour Revenge-a-thon. What an anticlimax. Not that I really care either way.
We don't know that she's dead.
Dead or alive, she's done. No way she'd keep going after seeing how outmatched she is.
You do not know this barbarian.
Bet you 10 gold that I'm right.
10 gold? You're on.
What in the...
Man, that was a quick rise to the bet.
Yep.
Laphicet, what did that exorcist do?
He's like, oh, is this my dream?
Didn't know you were into that.
What happened to you? I see. So that exorcist woman pledged herself as Laphicet's vessel? Where did she head off to then?
If you two wound up here, then odds are that exorcist disappeared somewhere nearby.
Then we'll find her.
Sheesh, are you never not worked up about something?
You don't know my personality, do you?
Besides, his power is just what I need.
Don't you forget our little wager now, alright?
My darling 10 gold, murdered in his crib by a thug!
Engald does sound like a cool name. The Yvolg Ruins. God damn it.
We got too much shit.
Alright, how are you doing on time?
I think I was gonna call it for here.
Yep, that sounds like a good place. Hey, we basically beat disc 1 of the game. So,
What would be considered disc 1?
yeah. Alright, everyone.
We've now seen what it is like to fight what is probably one of the end bosses, and oh boy, is there a gulf.
I think, like, the most damage any of us ever did was, like, what, 20?
No, there was a couple that hit for near 100, but yeah, that was him not even trying. So,
And as soon as he released, I can never remember how to actually say the name.
Inominat.
Inomata. As soon as that, we're just like, oh, fuck.